doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's title is actually a textbook example of the weird lengths that some Japanese developers will go through for in the name of localization to make a game more palatable for a US audience. In this instance, though, it was kind of weird. Some people may perceive this game as being offensive because of the Native American character on the box art in particular, but it actually isn't very stereotypical. It's actually more, I don't know how to describe it, but I didn't see it as offensive. But then again, I'm not Native American, so I can't make that call. Today's game is the US port of a title based around Chinese folklore called Sayuki World 2. In America, stuff was changed around, and we got Whomp Em. Okay, so Sayuki World 2 is essentially based on the novel Journey to the West. Whomp Em, for Whomp Em, Jaleco took the character, kind of modified it a little bit, changed some of the traditional Buddhist statues and things in the game to totem poles and Native American imagery. Well, traditional Native American imagery as we've gotten it through the years from textbooks and whatnot. And that was pretty much it. Because to say this game is starring a Native American character and it's these different elemental trials and things like that, there's bamboo shoots and these bears that if you look at them close enough, you could tell that they were originally pandas. They were giant pandas. They would just turn brown in the localization process. So this game, there were a lot of little things here and there that they tried to do to Americanize this title, and the most Americanized thing that they could have done was make the character in this title, the lead character in this game, Native American. And so, this was one of the first instances that we had a playable character in an NES title, or actually in any video game, that was portrayed as Native American. So kudos to Jaleco for taking that step. Actually, probably more developers and publishers should try that now, considering the dearth of non-white male characters in gaming. But that's another rant for another day. Whomp Em, it's your standard platformer. It's you have your standard, like the character uses a spear. In the original game, he used a staff, like a regular blunt tip staff. You can pick up an extension for that staff. You can pick up different special bonus items and health power-ups and things like that. It's your standard platformer. And Jaleco actually makes pretty decent standard platformers, considering another one of Jaleco's most memorable titles is Shatterhand, and Shatterhand is a phenomenal game. But Whomp Em is kind of sparse on story because of the localization thing and them just cobbling something together to kind of put out on the American store shelves. So don't expect a really fleshed out, extra deep story in this game. Do expect a fun, solid platformer that if the title character, or if the box art doesn't turn you off, you'll see something you'll find a pretty good game. But again, because of the box art, we kind of, you may kind of feel a way about it, and that's understandable. So, go into this game with a grain of salt, just like you would do something like Kung Fu Heroes, which was pretty tongue-in-cheek and pretty straightforward with its stereotypical display of Chinese characters. This has been 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people